Hey YouTube fans, welcome to my channel. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate you very much being here. I know that your time is valuable. I have a family coming through today already, so I'm going to just shuffle these cards and I'll tell you who's coming through, and then we'll get your reading in. And then my little business, I have to get that out of the way. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you all for subscribing and hitting that like button. It means a lot. I'm new here on YouTube, so every little bit helps my channel grow, and I'm very, very grateful. But more importantly, it helps these messages reach the families that they're meant for. Pardon me, because this is a narrow message meant for a narrow audience. So thank you all very much. And they're saying the deck is ready. Okay, thank you. Now, most of you who've seen my readings before, and I realize you can't really see the cards, I'll have to put them up for you. I'll just hold them up. I don't really use these to start with. I'm looking out my window watching the birds. And no children yet, but there will be soon, I'm sure, on the playground. And then I'm going to bring through you people, and I'll talk about them for a moment, and then I'll pull some cards if I feel like Spirit needs me to pull more. I will. We'll go from there. This one feels, if I had to put a title on it at this moment, which I'm sure will change, it will be Seashells by the Seashore. I see a little girl and her mother sitting in the sand on the beach. She's got a seashell in her hand. They're digging in the sand. Grandma is behind them sitting in a chair. Now, it's interesting with spirits. They don't always show me how they pass. Sometimes it's not relative to the story because they would rather you focus on how they lived than how they died. But apparently this was a bizarre death, and they want to talk about it. Or they want to, this is part of the story as to how you're going to know this is your family. So they're showing me just this sudden, and the little girl is dead. And I kept trying to say, well, what happens to you on a beach like that? How can that, what's going on here? And, you know, shark didn't come walking up out of the beach and, you know, I'm out of the water. What, and I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to make fun here, but I couldn't, you know, Spirit uses images inside the medium and our life experience to give us stories. So I can't think of anything in my logical mind where that could happen. I mean, it was a sunny day. That was not like there was a thunderstorm or anything like that. It was a beautiful sunny day. But the longer I stay with the energy, here's what they're showing me. That this stretch of beach was near, there was a road, okay? And then the road, and then the beach and the water. And some person, man, was driving drunk and left the road and came crashing down onto the beach and hit the mother and the daughter. But the mother lived, the daughter did not. This little girl. The mother was injured pretty badly and spent some time in the hospital, and I think what they're showing me, she has a permanent injury from this incident. Not to mention emotionally having lost her child. So she was, to date, now this can change, but she really has not been the same since this accident. The message is for the grandmother predominantly, because you are now the caregiver for your daughter, which is a complete role reversal for most of us. Once we get older, it's usually the other way around. Our children are caring for us. But Spirit is coming through to let you know, because I think you've wondered about this, about the little girl. And she is with a grandfather figure on the other side. And I get the feeling this is your husband, But if it's not your husband, it could be brother and uncle, but I feel like it's your husband who has already passed. And is standing there holding her hand like, I got her. She's okay, Mama. I got her. She's safe with me now. And there's a third family member. I love it when the whole family comes through. And then he's also with a younger man. And he's telling me, and brother's here too. Brother is here too. So I don't know if this brother was your child, brother to the mother of the child, or if this was the gentleman's brother. That I'm not certain about. I feel like, or it could have been a cousin, but he's calling him brother. Brother is here. So you'll know who that is for you. And this young man is, he's fun. He's lively, fun, smart, loved motorcycles. In fact, he showed me he's got a tattoo on his right bicep here of a motorcycle. Well, I don't know. I've never seen a motorcycle tattoo, but okay. something to do with motorcycle. Could be the name of his motorcycle. I don't know, but something to do with motorcycles there on his right arm. But they are all standing there loving this little girl and wanting you to know that she is perfectly safe. They've got her. And they're saying, and Spirit is telling me, she didn't feel anything. She felt nothing. It was quick. It was done. She crossed over like that. Because some souls, when they die suddenly and tragically, there can be some confusion about where they are. That's not the case with her at all. She passed very quickly. Again, Spirit said she felt nothing. Just, it was like that. So I hope that will give you some peace of mind, and for you and your daughter, if you feel it's appropriate to tell her this message. Now, I don't know, let me see if Spirit has any other messages. I know you can't see the cards. I'll hold them up for you in a second. Anything else here that you'd like to tell me, Spirit? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Truth. Okie dokie. Now, if you haven't been here before, I don't know if this message with the cards, I don't know if you can see these or not, is for you or more about the story. I don't often know that. I'll just hold them up for you until I turn them over and tune into the energy. So give me just a second here to see what this is saying, and then we will continue. Okay. Don't you just love when readers do that and you don't have a clue what they're hunting about? Okay. Yeah, this is, excuse me, just I think more of the story. I get the feeling that perhaps this young man that they're calling on the other side brother, he was a young man who would have defended this situation had he been here. Because this, let me show you this card. Okay, so there's a glare, so get the glare off of this, if you can see. Brave young man, Page of Swords. He's a conveyor of messages. Sometimes they can be disappointing messages, but nevertheless, it's also in, now again, I don't always read the typical messages of tarot cards because of the context of this. This is a different kind of reading. But in this one, I think I will for this particular card. Page of Swords can also be spying energy or that kind of thing. And I feel like this is commenting on the investigation of the incident is what I'm hearing about this. And this young man, brother, trying to make this association, was he possibly in the police department or something when he was alive, or somehow, maybe, I don't know. But there's two messages, so take which one applies. One, if he had been here, he would have really taken care of this man, and I don't mean in a kind way, that killed this young girl. He would have seen justice in his own way, is what the family the feeling about that I'm getting. He was a bit of a renegade, but not in a bad way. He was also known to be kind of a, what was his name? I'm thinking of the old actor Errol Flynn. Come on, y'all help me. It's Robin Hood. That's a Robin Hood figure. But that's one message. And the second message is, I think there were questions around the investigation to this incident. And I think you had some unanswered questions, but in the end you realized that that was not going to bring back your grandchild, and it was not going to heal your daughter, and it wasn't going to solve anything for you to keep carrying that around. All in divine timing. All in divine timing. I don't think there's anything secret here that you didn't know about in terms of the investigation, or anything hidden. I don't think there's that going on. I think you almost wish there was, but I'm not getting that feeling. And Spirit is saying, either for you to do this, or you have begun to do this, and I'm hoping it's the latter, is to lay these burdens down. This whole incident put a huge burden on your entire family, and you especially. But the 10 of Wands is at the end of the journey. The 10 of Wands resets to an ace, which I happen to have right here at the end of the day. Even though it's a different suit, this is the Ace of Swords, which is truth and a new beginning in truth, a beginning in your mental attitude. And I love that this one, hang on a second, is surrounded by eagles, which I'll see if you can see this. The 2 eagles there, which, by the way, I happen to have right here, eagle feathers. So it's just telling me that regardless, well, let me finish. I think you're moving away. You're finally starting to heal your heart, and you're moving away to calmer shores in your life. But the imagery on this card, notice there are there are 4 swords here and 2 swords in the front of the boat. And what I'm hearing Spirit say, don't carry those swords with you into your new life. As you go forward, let go of the past. Put all of those swords behind you. All of them need to stay in the past for you to really have a better new future. And if you can do that, you will find that peace that you're searching for, because I don't think you've had peace since this happened. I truly don't. There's been a lot of conflict, a lot of hardship. This can also be self-sabotage. It's ego, winning at all cost. So if there was any kind of, I don't have the Justice card here, but let me check. No, okay. If you were debating about suing somebody, or because of this incident, or there was some legal things, I'm hearing very clearly, let it go. Let it go. Don't drag this out. This was a clear case of somebody, I don't know if you can see this card. This is a 3 of Cups. In this particular deck, I mean, she's beautiful, but she's having too much of a good time. And I think that's very simply what the answer was in this situation. The man was drinking too much, was having a good time, and things just got out of control, sadly. See if there's anything else, Spirit. Let me ask one more. Anything else? No, I'm hearing this. Thank you. And then we'll wrap this up. But this is, my heart goes out to you. Losing a child is one thing, but then if you having to take care of your daughter, what a sad story. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful card. And these cards are really small, I know. This is the Sun card. The Sun card is typically thought of as the happiest card in the deck. So the message is, Put this behind you. Let it go. Get on with your life. If you can't forget it, try to forgive, not for the person, but for you, so that you can be whole again and you can take care of your family. And if you do that, the sun will come out. The sun will shine in your life again and you can find peace. Ooh, okay, and the energy is shifting. I feel them pulling away. Grandpa is saying once more, don't you worry about a thing, Mama. I got her. I got her. She's in good hands. So that's my message for you today. I hope this finds its way to you. Thank you all for watching. I hope you'll come back soon. I might be reading for your loved one. You never know. Thanks again for hitting that like button on the way out and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you all so very much, and I wish you all many blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.